Mexican superstar, WBA super featherweight champion Leo Santa Cruz says he plans to contact Al Haymon to stage a fight on that September 14th Mexican Independence Day weekend date that Saul Canelo Alvarez vacated. He wants to fill that date, move up in weight, and fight undefeated lightweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis, should Tank Davis be victorious in his fight this Saturday, the 27th. He wants to fill that date and face Gervonta Tank Davis. But if he can't get Gervonta Tank Davis, what about filling that date with Mr. Gary Russell Jr., super featherweight WBC champion? Let's see. Stay tuned. Coming up next.
Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So Mexican superstar featherweight WBA champion Leo Santa Cruz plans to contact Al Haymon, his advisor and the founder of the PBC, to see if he could fill that September 14th Mexican Independence Day weekend date that Saul Canelo Alvarez so vacated because he couldn't find an opponent. He plans on asking Al Haymon if he could fill that date and possibly stage a showdown between himself and undefeated WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis, whom has a fight this weekend, this Saturday actually. Should he be victorious, Leo Santa Cruz wants to move up in weight and stage a showdown with him. But the thing about that is, that's a quick turnaround for Gervonta Tank Davis, and I highly doubt that Tank Davis would be able to do so and promote this fight in such manner that will only give him about 6 weeks of training and 6 weeks of time to promote the fight, because that's September 14th. His fight is this Saturday, which is July 27th. So that's going to give him about 6 to 7 weeks, to prepare for Leo Santa Cruz, to promote the fight, so on and so forth. That seems like a very, very highly unlikely, feat for Gervonta Tank Davis to pull off Leo Santa Cruz and the PBC. Not saying it can't happen, definitely can happen, but it just seems like it would be a rush job. It'd be very difficult to put together. It'd be thrown together, but let's see, and it also depends on how this fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and his opponent plays out this weekend, right? Because this is the sport of boxing. Anything can happen, right? He could suffer an injury. Anything is possible. You understand? But with that said, if he really wants this date and he really wants to, have a big fight on that date, that's a very important date to the sport of boxing. Cinco de Mayo weekend, Mexican Independence Day weekend. Those are important dates in the sport of boxing, right? Why not face Mr. Gary Russell Jr.? He's been looking and chasing Leo Santa Cruz for quite some time. He's available. He would love nothing better than to fight Leo Santa Cruz. And what better date to stage that big of a fight, right? We know Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting this weekend against Ricardo Nunez. This Saturday, it's a hometown fight. It will be in Baltimore. That's a big fight for Gervonta Tank Davis because it's a homecoming fight, right? So with that said, that's a very quick turnaround. September 14th, he's just fighting July 27th. You never know what happens in that fight. Is it possible? Absolutely. But it would be rushed, right? So why not fight the other champion right in your division in Mr. Gary Russell, who's been chasing you down, calling you down, looking to make a fight, right? That should be an easy fight to make for that date, and that would be a big fight for that day. They could headline that card, right? That would be awesome, right? That would be enormous, especially if you stage it in LA, right? That would be absolutely enormous. So, Leo Santa Cruz says that he wants to dare to be great. He wants to face Gervonta Tank Davis, which is understandable. But you got a guy who's once beaten in your own weight class, who's arguably one of the best, if not the best, featherweight in the world at 126 pounds. you know, who's been chasing you, calling you out, and it's very easy to make. So it's looking like a clear duck, as Leo Santa Cruz said that he didn't mind fighting Gary Russell. He wanted to fight Gary Russell, so make it happen. You understand? So if you're gonna call Al Haymon, listen, put it both on the table. If I can't get this fight with Tank Davis, then I wouldn't mind going the route of fighting, you know, Mr. Gary Russell Jr., right? Why not put Mr. Gary Russell Jr. on the table first? That's more feasible, right? So with that said, you know, Gary Russell Jr. is the longest reigning champion in the sport of boxing. Deontay Wilder is the longest reigning heavyweight in the sport of boxing, but they're 1 and 2, right? So with that said, he's been holding his belt. He's been chasing you, that Gary Russell, that is, calling you out. He even had a shirt on saying, make the fight. At the end of his fight, you know, you're free, he's free, make it happen, right? Don't put obstacles in the way. You know, that right now it's still 7 weeks away, but neither one of you guys have a fight. So it's doable, right? You don't have to worry about short training camps. You don't have to worry about promotions because it's all right there. It's all available to both of you guys who don't have a fight. So why not just make it happen, right? Mr. Gary Russell just announced that, you know, he wanted to fight you. He had a shirt on that said he wanted to fight you. He's available. Make it happen, right? So hopefully we could get either of this fight. I'm not opposed to either of these fights. I don't mind either of these fights, but I think that Mr. Gary Russell Jr. deserves the fight right now. I think he deserves it right now, and I think Leo Santa Cruz owes it to the fans to give us that fight, right? But let's see how this all plays out. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. Leo Santa Cruz says he's going to go and meet with Al Haymon, contact Al Haymon to see if he could fill that September 14th Mexican Independence Day weekend date that Saul Canelo Alvarez vacated, and stage a showdown between himself and GERVONTA Tank Davis, as he's willing to move up in weight. But what if he can't get the Tank Davis fight? Mr. Gary Russell is available. Why don't you make that fight happen? Let's see how this all plays out. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
The Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the ALVAREZ. Much love.